October 22nd, and today we're talking about Texas employment protections for victims of family violence. Family violence affects all areas of your life. You may not realize it at the time, but it's going to impact everything. And in fact, it creates billions of dollars of losses in the job market because victims miss days for being battered. They miss days because of actual physical abuse. They also miss time for court hearings, counseling. They may have to relocate because of being victimized, okay? So it can have a huge impact on employment. And victims are often hesitant to inform their employers that they're undergoing abuse because they think that makes them more vulnerable in the workplace. However, it can be important to let an employer know because Texas Labor Code Section 21.002 prohibits sex-based discrimination, which can tie into issues of family violence. Okay? Really depends on your employer. Many employers will allow victims to seek sick leave or vacation time for court proceedings and for other things tied into the violence. However, state law does not provide overall protections for domestic violence victims. Federal law may step in and help. The Family and Medical Leave Act may apply and may provide some protections, especially if you're missing time away from work because of injuries. But it is really true that domestic violence can threaten job security. There may be legal remedies available, and employers may also face their own difficult decisions if they don't have the adequate means to protect other employees and you have a very particularly violent abuser. Then they may think that the smartest action is to terminate you if they find out about abuse. So it can be a really complicated scenario. If you want to know how to navigate domestic violence in your workforce, it might be a good idea to reach out to an attorney to discuss your particular situation. And of course, you can always reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE to get some basic information.